What's the number? What's the number? 20 seconds, 25 seconds. VTR Thames 7577 Tommy Cooper Show, Part 1, Take 1.
They stopped. Thank you. Well, I must say you've been a wonderful audience. And I'd like to finish now with a little song. I can always tell if an audience is going to be good or bad. Good night. What? Oh. Spoon, Jar Jar, spoon! Spoon, Jar Jar! What about that smoking, Joey? Spoon, Jar Jar, spoon, spoon, Jar Jar. Spoon, Jar, spoon, Jar Jar, spoon, spoon. Stop! Stop! Well, pull it, pull it. Oh, dear. Rose, Rose, I've risen. I don't like it anymore. Look, see that glove? Second hand. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, dear. I backed a horse today, 20 to 1. Give me 20 past 4. He was so late coming in, he had a tiptoe back to the stable. And the jockey kept hitting like that with the whip. Not like that, like that. Like that. And the horse said, what are you doing that for? There's nobody behind us. I bought a greyhound about a month ago. A friend of mine said, what are you going to do with it? I was going to race it. He said, by the look of it, I think you beat it. Jim, my feet are killing me. They're like every night when I'm lying in bed, they get me around the throat like that, trying to stay. Thank you. Does my voice sound a bit hoarse? It is slightly, isn't it? I lost it completely in it. The one I got now I borrowed. For the show tonight. And I went to the doctor. He said to me, open your mouth. So I went like that. And he looked down. He said, a little raw. So I went, ugh. So I went to this doctor. Look at that, I'm leaking. I went to this doctor and I said, it hurts me when I do that. He said, well, don't do it. I was in Margate last summer for the summer season. A friend of mine said, you want to go to Margate? It's good for rheumatism. So I did and I got it. And I tried to get to the hotel, it was packed, so I went to this big boarding house. And I knocked at the door, the landlady put her head at the window. She said, what do you want? I said, I want to stay here. She went, stay there, shut the window. And while I was there, I bought one of these skin diving outfits. Every suit like a frogman suit. Bought the whole thing, you know, goggles, big flippers, tank on the back. And I had a photograph taken like that and like that. Well, you never know, do you? You never know. And I went to the bay and I jumped in because you're not supposed to dive, it's dangerous. And I jumped in like that. And I think I turned a little bit all the way down. And I went down to about 155 feet. It was lovely, very quiet. And I'm going along like that. I've got the instructions here. And I get rid of them and I start to do that like that. And the feet are going like that. Not in the front, in the back. And I'm gonna... And I don't care now, you know what I mean? I'm all over the place. And the goggles getting all misty and everything. And I'm humming to myself. Not loud, just... And all of a sudden, I saw a man walking towards me. In a sports jacket, grey flannels. I thought, that's unusual for a Thursday. So I went towards him, I was moving like lightning. Went towards him. And I got right up to him, I took this pad out, and I wrote on it, what are you doing down here? Walking about in a sports jacket, grey flannels. And he took this pad from me, and he wrote on there, I'm drowning. I was cleaning up the attic last week with the wife. Filthy, dirty, covered in cobwebs. But she's good to the kids. And I found this old violin. This old violin. And this painting, all painted. So I took him to an expert, and he said to me, what you got there? He said, you got a Stradivarius and a Rembrandt. Unfortunately, Stradivarius was a terrible painter. And Rembrandt made rotten violins. It's a very famous trick down the bottle of glass trick. Oop, sorry, too many bottles. Too many bottles. Come on. These guys in the bottle without she splits the glass. Oh, yeah, you are. Oh, look at that. Joy, hey, how are ya? They have now changed places. The most difficult part is to make him go back again. How are ya? Yeah. Hey, what about that?
It's 2:45, and there's no one in the place except you and me. So why don't you push off?
Senorita Bonacera. It is time to say goodnight to Napoli. And it's hard for us to whisper Bonacera. That old moon goes the Mediterranean Sea. In the morning, Senorita, we'll go walking where the mountains and the sand come into sight. And by that 50-feet shop will stop and linger. I'll buy a wedding ring for your finger. But in the meantime, let me tell you that I love you. Gonna say, senorita, and kiss me goodnight.
And now I'd like to talk to you about friendship. I think a friend in need is a pest. Get rid of him. I mean, really, where would Marx be without Spencer? Or Freeman without Hardy and Willis? They would have discovered the South Pole, would they? They would have discovered the South Pole, would they? But you know, I can count the number of friends on one hand, personal friends. You can't be subtle stuff, can you? I met one last night, and he invited me home to dinner.
Yes. What? He left the office 2 hours ago? Well, he hasn't arrived home yet. No, we're due to leave for the theatre in 10 minutes. Oh, really? Thank you. At last!
Oh, hello, my love. What are you all dressed up for? I brought a friend home for dinner. Come on in, Tommy.
How do you do?
You're taking me to the theatre.
I am?
Not you. Him.
Oh, I thought that was on Wednesday.
This is Wednesday.
Oh, she's got an answer for everything.
Well, I do want to embarrass you. I think I better go.
No, don't go, don't go.
I'm not really hungry. I had a peanut in the pub.
No, don't go. We're about to have a dreadful row because I brought you home.
That's what I thought.
No, for dinner.
I'm not cooking for your drunken friends.
She's not cooking for your drunken friends.
Don't let her frighten you. She can smell fear.
Yeah, I better go.
No, don't.
No, I've got to go home. I've got to dig the garden.
But it's dark outside.
Well, I've got a luminous spade.
No. Sit down, have a seat, and have a little drink before dinner.
What about the theatre? I've been looking forward to it for months.
What a lovely room.
Don't you try and ingratiate yourself with me.
No, you're right. It's a horrible room.
The drinks cabinet is locked, my precious.
And it's staying locked.
No, I don't need a drink, thanks. Thank you very much.
I'll get you a drink. The sherry.
I'm sorry about that. I met him in the pub. Well, I stepped on his hands as he was leaving.
I don't blame you. It's not your fault he brings home his ghastly, boring friends.
You're very kind.
I found it. There you are. Get that down here.
Aren't you going to have one?
Oh, no, I can't stand cheap Abyssinian cooking sherry.
No?
What about the theatre?
And you have provided my good friend with... Sit down,
Where are we
Tommy.
going?
Sit down.
Whose turn is it?
When you have provided my good friend with dinner, then and only then will I discuss the matter.
Right.
Look, I must go. I'm not hungry. I just swallowed a goldfish. Delicious.
Stay there. I know what you're thinking. You think you're in the way here, don't you?
Well, the thought did flit through my mind.
But it's a matter of principle, you see, Tommy. I mean, you can't say I am being inconsiderately, arbitrarily obstreperous when you couldn't say that, could you?
No, I couldn't say that. I better go. I'm going to get up early in the morning and bite the postman.
Bite the postman?
Yeah, well, the dog's not well, you see.
Oh, no, you don't. He wants you to have dinner, and dinner you shall have.
Oh, lovely.
There.
Just how I like it, stone cold.
What about his vegetables?
Frozen peas.
Oh, delicious.
They're not thawed.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'll suck one. Oh, lovely. Yum, yum, yum. Pea lolly.
Salt. Pepper. Tomato sauce.
got any mustard, have you?
I know what you're playing at. You think he won't eat that and you'll have won a moral victory. Well, you're wrong, because he's going to eat every little scrap.
I say, just a minute, I don't want to cause any trouble. No, I can't eat that.
Why not?
She gave me a fish knife. Well,
Doesn't bother us, Tommy.
no?
No. We're going to eat every little bit, aren't you? And when you finish, she'll look sick. Really sick.
It's quite tasty.
Good man.
I could eat another mouthful, honestly.
For dessert, cold tapioca pudding.
You haven't got any cheese, have you? I'd rather have cheese. Oh, thank you. Think the mice can spare it? Oh!
Now you have gone too far. See this clock, Tommy? Her mother gave it to us.
You brute!
Oh, look at that time. I've got to really go. Look at that.
Don't you touch that painting!
Two can play at this, you know.
Okay, right.
I've really got to go. Well, it's been a very pleasant evening. And we must do it again sometime. Hey, wait a minute. Stop. Stop that! Stop! That's no way to behave, is it? Come here, come closer. You'll be married for better or for worse. Right? You gotta give and take. You know, milk of human kindness. Understanding, sympathy. And that old-fashioned word, love. Picture a man and woman, hand in hand, walking up the rocky path of love. Sharing and caring for each other. And the candle, the lit candle, that grabs the... and the candle that lights up this drab world. That's how it should be.
He is right, you know.
Yes, darling.
That's better. Say, I'm starving. Can I stay for supper? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you now to one of my favorite singers. It's Dusty. It's Anita Harris. Thank you.
What are you doing the rest of your life? North and south and east and west of your life. I have only one request of your life, that you spend it all with me. All the seasons and the times of your days, all the nickels and the dimes of your days, all the reasons and the rhymes of your days, all begin and end with me. I want to see your face in every kind of light, in fields of dawn and forests of the night. silent wish you make. Those tomorrows waiting deep in your eyes, in a world of love you keep in your eyes. I'll awaken what's asleep in your eyes. It may take a kiss or two. Through all of my life, summer, winter, spring, and fall of my life, all I ever will recall of my life is all of my life with you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know about you, but I've received a lot of letters from people who are, to say what they think of the show. I had one from our barber, who saw the last show I did, and he said, I dare you to come in for a shave. And I received a letter from Bill Bailey, and he's not coming home. I got a letter the other morning. It was a brown envelope with OHMS on it. So, well, I didn't know anyone called OMS. So I steamed it open. My teeth itch. And I steamed it open. I steamed it open twice. And it was from my tax inspector. One of those clean, hard-working, upstanding swines that take all the money from me. And he wanted to see me. So I went to see him.
Send in Mr. Cooper, please.
Morning. All those traffic wardens are dreadful. I've just been towed away. And the funny thing, I didn't have the car with me.
You're a comedian, aren't you, Mr. Cooper?
Yeah, how do you guess?
It's down on your income tax form, otherwise I wouldn't have. Do you?
All right, all right.
Now then, Marmaduke Marmalade.
Yes? Pardon?
Marmaduke Marmalade is down on this form as being resident at your address.
Yes. Yes.
We're hoping you can help us because he hasn't paid any income tax for 10 years.
Oh, that's all right. Who's a jolly fella then? Hello, hello. Say hello to the gentleman. Hello, hello, hello.
I to take it that this is
What are you
Mr.
doing?
Marmalade.
So, will you just... I'm trying to get me on with your back. Shut up.
Is this Mr. Marmalade?
Yes?
Mr. Cooper, he's wooden.
That's why you wouldn't pay his tax. I do magic tricks as well.
Yes, yes. But how did he get into our files?
Ah, well, that's a bit funny I do that, see, because it's what you call it, you got to get a glue, see?
Quite.
We'll go glue.
I think it might be a little easier if you spoke for him.
Well, I was doing it, did you notice?
The fact is... Would you please be careful? This is government property. The fact is that Mr. Marmalade...
Call him Marmaduke, he likes that.
Mr. Marmaduke has been processed through our computer as a human being.
Hey, Mr. Betsy, go on.
And as far as the computer is concerned, has evaded tax... has evaded tax for 10 years. A serious offence. He could be locked up.
Oh, he doesn't mind that. He spends most of his time locked up.
A silly mistake has been made, and the common sense thing to do is to forget all about it. But this is a government office, and common sense doesn't come into it. The formalities must be completed. Now, to take this form... There we are. Now, read it carefully and... read it carefully and fill it in.
He can't read. You got upside down, you idiot. That's better.
You can fill it in for him.
How can I? Got my hand up his back, haven't I? What do you?
Give it to me. Now then, will you please answer... Will you please answer the following questions?
Yes. And to make it more difficult, I shall drink a glass of water at the same time.
Yes.
Would you hand me the water?
Now then, full
Hand me the
neck...
water. Sorry, sorry.
Full neck... I didn't understand a word.
Well, I just expect I'm drinking a glass of water. It's not easy, is it?
Marmaduke Marmalade. Sex? Male, I suppose?
Well, it was a little bit delicate, really. Well, he was. Until the woodworm got at him.
I suppose I better leave it open.
Well, I won't do that. That's why the woodworm got in.
Next question. Any children?
3.
3 children?
Yes, I have.
No, not you, him.
Don't be so disgusting. He's only 12.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize this at all.
That's all right.
Oh. This is really our father, isn't it? I feel... What am I doing? Next of kin.
Is the oak tree at the bottom of the garden? He's not a close family, but he comes from a branch of it.
I see.
Put that generous tea down. I should think so and all.
Do you mind? That was my tea. I hadn't finished it.
I'm sorry. He thought it was tea oil.
Yes. Now, one last formality. Could Mr. Marmalade sign the form?
Of course. Could I borrow a Glen, please?
Could you borrow a pen?
A pen, yes, a pen.
Certainly.
He's a terrible speller. That was his greatest downfall. Even at school, his mother wanted him to be a school desk. But he did it with legs for it.
I don't think I need delay you any further, Mr. Cooper. Do you mind?
You naughty boy! Take the man's pen. Into the case you go. No, not the case. Yes, in the case. No, not the case. Get in there. Let's go on.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper.
Does that mean that Marmaduke doesn't have to pay tax?
Of course he doesn't.
Right.
Goodbye.
Come on. Goodbye. Well, that was not a fuss about nothing. Anyway, it was worth it. Right. How'd you get, Marmaduke? Oh, that's another year you don't have to pay tax.
Thanks a lot, Tom. Fancy a pint?
Yeah, why not? look at that. 10 years. 10 years slaving over a hot pen. 10 years.
Oh, very good, brother. Ah, but the I before the E, except after C.
Sorry. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to do something now that's a little bit dramatic. In which I do a one-man play with two parts in it. And I shall do both simultaneously or possibly at the same time. Now, I want you to imagine the scene. It's a prisoner of war camp outside a village called Berlin. And the time is 1940, or 20 to 8. And the leader of the escape committee is Brigadier Fotherington-Smythe. Farewell. And he's been sent for by that brutal commandant, Fritz von Schweinhund. So, Brigadier, you're all wondering why I sent for you? No? Well, last night, 370 prisoners escaped from the camp. How does you account for this? You left the front gate open. Lies, oh lies. They smuggled themselves out in the laundry baskets. How do you find that out? You'll never see them again, I'll tell you that. I know that laundry. Here is the list. 2 vests, 4 shirts, and 370 prisoners. And when they are caught, they will be shot. Oh, no, they won't. Yes, they will. Oh, no, they won't. Yes, they will. And when they are caught, everyone will be shot one by one. Because... Why are you imitating me? Next week, chapter 2. Where one half of me digs an escape tunnel, and the other half chases me up it. And the third half rescues me from myself. And while you're working it out, it's design.
When the weekend's over and it's time to catch your jet, will you still be thinking of me as the wheels leave the runway? Or will you just chew your gum and wait until you can have a cigarette? When the weekend's over and you're getting set to go, think about the things we talked of. Think about the things you know, and maybe you will change your mind. Still be there when I wake up. Tomorrow's forecast is cloudy, so the weatherman has said. We'll think our fortunes online just to fill our dizzy Tomorrow's forecast is cloudy, so the weatherman has said. We'll sing our fortunes online just to fill our dizzy When the weekend's over and you're lying by my side, we can laugh about the old days and the way you used to take that plane ride once a month into my home. I was so glad of foolish games played. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you like food? I do. I eat nothing else. I had a meal last night. I ordered everything in French. Surprised everybody. It was a Chinese restaurant. I said to this Chinese waiter, I was like, this chicken is cold. He said, well, should be. It's been dead 2 weeks. I said, not only that, I said it twice. I said, got one leg short than the other. He said, what do you want to do? Eat it or dance with it? I said, forget the chicken. I said, give me a lobster. And I looked at it, I said, just a minute, he's only got one claw. He said, well, he's been in a fight. I said, well, give me the winner. I know this Chinese restaurant, he's got a Scottish chef, and he does wonderful sweet and sour haggis. What I don't like is the chopsticks. I mean, you eat one, and 2 hours later, you feel like another one. But what makes a meal for me is the friendly, kind, and efficient waiter. Come with me. On second thoughts, it's this way.
Ah, child. Yes, I think we'll have the truite grillée en vin blanc avec pommes sautées et petits pois français.
Fish and chips twice. Which one do you like, sir?
Oh, I think yes, I'll have that one.
Certainly, sir. What, that one?
Yes.
Not Fred.
Fred?
It's been his for years since we opened, kind of Fred. He's my little fishy friend.
Don't be ridiculous, man. He's here to be eaten.
Shh, you heard that. I know all his moods. Look at him swimming about there. Poor little soul.
I thought he was a trout.
Oh, it's jokes now, is it? Well, feeling brute. Look at him there. Fred! Come on, Fred. Choochie, 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 choochie. Choochie, choochie. You're not having it.
I want the manager.
Oh, that's different. You can have him. How do you want him? Fried or boiled?
If you don't get me that trout, I shall personally see to it that you are fired.
Oh, well, if it's him or me, it's different. You should have told me that in the first place. I didn't know that. Fred! Come on, Fred. Look what I got for you, Fred. Come for walkies, Fred. How about a shepherd's pie?
And fish him out with your hands.
Oh, I see. You should quite like it. Oh, that's cold. Excuse me. Oh, that's better. Come for walkies, Fred. Walkies, Fred. How about egg on toast?
Trout.
Trout. Trout. I'm tickling him. He's tickling me back. Where is he? He's doing this. Yeah, well, I'll take it.
It's the wrong one.
The wrong one? Oh. Have it a roast rabbit.
Trout.
I can't breathe.
Well, do try. He's over there.
Is that right?
Yes, that's the fellow.
Who's that indicator?
Yes, that's the fellow. Well done. We'll have him off the bone with soda potatoes and peas.
Right.
Oh, and tartar sauce.
He doesn't like tartar sauce. Hey, Vicar. Will you say a few words over him?
What now? I'm eating my own fish.
You got Arthur there? He's got little Arthur!
Oh, I'd no idea.
And you're the man of the cloth? You're not having him, I tell you. I'll take him to the chef.
I think I'd rather have the steak.
Oh, there's a thought. Yes, do you know, I think we'll both have the steak instead.
Steak? And not trout?
No.
Oh, dear. All right, steak. Steak! Here they come. Which one do you want? Which one? Harry. Thank you. Hang it up. Thank you. I must say you've been a wonderful audience. Come the same time tomorrow and you miss the show. I went horse riding the other day. This cowboy hat reminded me. You know when you go riding, you go with the horse like that, you're supposed to go up and down like that, aren't you? Up and down. Up and down. I went up, and when I came down, the horse had gone. Good night. Thank you very much. Goodbye.